ExtraHuman is a game where you play as fishman with a big stick smacking around giant mutant fish. That is my dream game, and hi, I am the Dev. I'm combining Ratchet & Clank, Infamous Second Son, and Prototype, along with a ton of other smaller inspirations, with Waterworld. If that sounds fun, it's because it's meant to be. And you can subscribe to see the game progress, or just keep watching. Because last time, I broke a cat's neck, then put it back on them shoulders, made the enemy just piss off when it gets too tired, and found this little behavior that works. But when I tell it to do it only when exhausted, it just does nothing. So something's interrupting it when it is exhausted, except I couldn't find a single thing wrong with the code. Oh, welcome to the episode. We're on the demo arc. We have about a month and a half until I want to have the demo finished. And now I want to do an intro. But yeah, it turned out it was a logic problem. I had said if not exhausted and is attacking or in cooldown, stalk. But stalk still needs to trigger when it's exhausted, and it's not, which is a problem because it's meant to stalk around the player and become an actual threat. I've been working on this for what feels like 2 months, but after staring at the screen for about 2 hours, I had lunch, came back, and saw it. I have this whole if statement that is meant to structure and organize what to do when, and all I had to do was increase a single number so it would actually wait past the exhaustion stage. And I broke it, so I did the reverse. Yeah! Thank you! That took ages to figure out. Next part, the off-screen. So I went to show Dad what I got and went back a bit to show it, and it stopped working. So I Control-Z'd the crap out of it like a madman and tested it until eventually I found out where the history point of success was, and then saved it, and nothing. I did it again, then copied as closely as what I could to what I did when it did work, and we're back. So I immediately made a plastic commit and saved it and made sure it's not going to break again on me. Then copied in a few comments, and whew, it is, though, finicky and unreliable. Better than nothing. Anyway, it is time, again, for the off-screen. I have a full off-screen method that doesn't work. So I used the debug log to find the on-screen bool and see if that works from before, and it does work. But there is the same problem as before. The count I use for randomizing when the enemy is meant to attack doesn't work. For when the enemy should actually move, doesn't go above 0.02. So I'm going to just take that out for now. So it works. That fixed it very nicely. I used this log so I know that it does work even though it's not actually doing anything. The problem is the movement vector. Never mind, it was just too weak. Anyway, always multiply your movement vectors by 500 if they don't work first try. I don't have any relevant footage for this. It's just either the force is forced or did nothing. So, okay. So it works. Cool. It is jank, but more importantly, it doesn't push the enemy to the side. But it should work. Therefore, I mess with the values, and that's it. As long as you stay still. And it still doesn't go back enough. But that's it. Alright, dinner time. Now to get him jumping back no matter which direction it is in. And no more Finnick. New name. Finnick for NPC. Comment in the comments. Yes, no? Spy. So I know it's stalking. I've literally said in the stalk method, if exhausted, jump back. But it only does it when it's facing a certain way. This doesn't make sense. Then I figured it out. I wasn't literally saying go back. There's an extra check to make sure the enemy is within range by a raycast, and it apparently only works when the enemy is coming at you from a specific direction. Okay, see, I've been deving for like 5 years nearly, but I missed that entire check that was 5 lines above. Editing is script Eden here to say, I'm hungry. It's about 5:40 as of editing the script. Now it's like 6:50, but I wanted to say that. Ha! Wait. Fix. I didn't have an exit condition. That's what it was. Nope. It didn't even record the right thing. I'll take it. I'll just tweak it a little, and okay, I did end up breaking the off-screen bit at one point, somewhere in there, but I just reversed it with plastic and copied the 4 lines I had edited, and we're good. You can see the difference in productivity when I'm not tired, huh? Now with an hour before bed, I still gotta make it go backwards to actually get off screen. There's that random time thing as well, but one thing at a time. And making the back force be 50%. Oh, I know why it's doing the jittering thingy. The direction is being changed and recalculated every time. And it broke. I ended up back where we started. That's a good thing. With a variable name change and a few comments, but it's back. You should have heard my reaction to this. I got it, it went wow. That is basically perfect, just a little too strong still, even though I multiplied it by -0.5, and within 15 minutes left, yeah, it's still finicky, but woo. With 15 minutes left, we're going to continue. So the attacks we got are cool and all, but it's not using the element of the creature like the element. So, I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but it's time to rock. And thereby, we use the rocks of this enemy to soup up the attacks. Basically, I need to model a bunch of rocks. Then I need to spawn them when it attacks, add a bit of force on top of its current momentum to launch the rocks forward instead of just like spawning on the enemy and then it just moves into you and does nothing. Which, being a child of the cat chunk, it will conserve momentum automatically. Then I just need to despawn after some time that I can decide later, spawn additional particle effects when it hits the player. And then we bring the Jeremy back in. How am I supposed to get the right stuffs here though? I could model an individual attack piece thing for every single size and just add on top of the base, so that'd make it a lot easier. I like that idea. Then I can use that and add force on the child thing instead of giving each piece its own animation. Oh right, it's modeling time again and the video is still going. Very awesome. Okay, let's just rock it out. 5 minutes left, and with the references, there you go. And night. Pow! That was about half an hour. Now, about an hour later, Rockify. And I realized this will need an animation anyway to actually fight. Okay, let's export back to Unity. Wow, but the normals are fine. Maybe that. I did some edits and now the animation is gone. So I remade that, tweaked some more normal stuff, and hold on, it's Friday already? What happened to the week? Fine. It looks like a problem with the normals and it only happens in Unity. So let's start there. Oh, I decided to just recalculated the outside and inside of the mesh in Blender, so normal's basically flipped, but didn't really do anything. It's fine. And there are a small number of empty faces. Those pieces looked longer than the others, so I could use that, despite it not like matching up properly, to connect it to some, and that's very nice. It seems like there is a limit on the size and vertex count for these pieces, so that's what's causing it. Because it's not an actual quad, it's like 18 different points joined together in one face. Optimization. Even though the character model is like 100,000 hertz. So for this last stubborn piece, I nearly got it after that, but it took a few more attempts. Woo! Now for the shaders. Boom! I'm just gonna copy the shader from the islands before, because that turned out so much better. Boom! And since we've got the animation now, let's hook it up. Okay, so it has the right position and rotation, but no momentum or texture, I guess. But since I set that spawn pieces up ages ago, we're good to go and just slot in new prefab again. I don't need to add any code. Very nice. Oh, wait. Apply the material to prefab. That'll do it. Now, how to instantiate an object as a child? Oh, the Bing Copilot AI thing, whatever it's called, was actually useful. I had no idea the instantiate function could just be used to spawn an object as a child as well. Very cool. Alright, I'm getting tired and it's time for bed. So tomorrow, wait, it'll be Saturday. I need to get the video done and ready for Monday. Yeah! Okay, thank God for watching. I'm so happy with how this progressed. And yeah, bye bye.